Hi guys, I'm Asher. Today's video will be about a couple of short stories from the Sword Oratoria light novels. The first story will be about a scene in which Eyes is sleeping and has a curious dream about Belle. This scene takes place during the events of the first season. The second story will be about a funny scene in which Eyes goes to congratulate Belle for winning the war games, but due to a misunderstanding the situation changes. That said, I wanted to let you know that the next video will be about Season 5, but I will not cover all the content of Volume 15, I will simply make 1 or 2 videos about the scenes and stories that I consider most interesting, and then I will start with Volume 16. By the way, as a precaution, I have created a secondary channel, so please subscribe to that channel as well. Also, if you like my videos and want to help the channel, you can do it on Patreon or by becoming a member here on YouTube. The links will be in the description. But well, without anything else to say, let's get started. I'm dreaming again. Since I met that boy, that adventurer, I've been dreaming more and more. Eyes thought. In her dream, the young Eyes and a rabbit with pure white fur appeared. The rabbit had an unusual appearance. He wore a yellow vest and a stylish toy knife. His big, round red eyes were absolutely lovely. He said, "I'm late," while looking at the pocket watch hanging from his neck. He was running, or rather, he was hopping and jumping. The young Eyes, on the other hand, was. Her golden eyes were sparkling at the sight of the white rabbit and she yelled, "Hey, wait!" while chasing after it. She probably was around 5 years old. And those who only knew her nowadays would be surprised to hear that she was a tomboy back then. Young Eyes ran around energetically and eventually succeeded in catching the white rabbit. What followed on her cheerful, "Yay!" Was the rabbit surprised, "Gyu?" The young Eyes had a very happy expression on her face while grabbing its long white ears with both hands. The rabbit, dangling in midair like a hunted prey, was flailing with its short limbs in panic. Eyes' body, which had been watching the whole thing from the outside, was able to move. She couldn't bear to see it, she was too embarrassed to look at it, and she walked up to the young Eyes. She tapped the shoulder of the girl who was in high spirits and warned her. "Don't." "Huh?" Little Eyes was pouting while the adult Eyes was rescuing the white rabbit from her grasp. When she lifted it up with both hands, she was impressed how fluffy and soft his white fur was. "Gyu, Gyu." The white rabbit was frightened. Not only his body was shaking and shivering, but also his round, cute crimson eyes were trembling. Eyes was stunned and the squealing rabbit took the opportunity to escape from her hands with a thud. Then, pow, he fled at full speed. "Huh?" Young Eyes' face came out next to Eyes and glared at her with half-closed eyes. Eyes was so shocked that she froze in place. A dream. The morning sun shone through a gap in the curtains and bathed Eyes' body in light. Slowly she opened her eyes. Her body was sweating after remembering the contents of her dream. Staggering, she got out of bed and left the room to take a shower. She felt powerless. Sorrow and worries were swamping her mind. About 10 days later, Eyes' dream came true. It was several days after Hestia Familia's dramatic victory in the war game. Eyes was trudging through the city, carrying a bouquet of white flowers. "I've got some flowers as a congratulatory gift, so I should be fine." She was headed to the home of Hestia Familia to congratulate Belle Crenelle, the person she had trained for the war game. Under the clear blue sky, the girl was carrying the snow-white flowers she had bought on Loki's advice with the greatest care. And there are some things I need to say. Eyes wanted to say something to the victorious Belle, or to phrase it better, to the boy who became stronger. Just imagining this scene made her cheeks burn. From the outside, The blushing girl that was holding the bouquet tightly could be easily mistaken for a maiden in love who was about to confess her feelings. In fact, there were quite a number of people around who were either in awe, upset, or screaming at the sight of the sword princess. I have to do my best. After making up her mind, Eyes became enthusiastic. Congratulations on your war game. I'm glad to see that your familia has grown. The boy, Belcranel, was at the height of excitement when he received the bouquet of pure white flowers in front of his home. Oh. Thank you so much, Ice-san. I'm so happy. As he was congratulated by the one he was admiring so much, Bell needed to desperately restrain himself from grinning broadly. But then, he noticed the girl's condition. Ice-san is fidgeting a little bit? Indeed, Eyes was squirming. Her cheeks were tinged with a hint of color, and her somewhat small lips opened and closed repeatedly, apparently trying to say something. This can't be. The act of holding a flower bouquet, blushing cheeks and desperately trying to convey something. Is this a confession? As the boy came up with the most obvious assumption in this kind of situation. Swoosh. His head instantly became as red as a lobster. He desperately tried to deny it, but his heart was still thumping violently. You've become really strong. I love you. He was hearing an auditory hallucination while standing right in front of Eyes, whose eyes became somewhat blurry. Belle gulped. Eventually, Eyes decided to open her lips. So, level 3, how were you able to level up so fast? Oh. Right. The boy smiled wryly as he wanted to cry over the natural-born swordswoman who only cared about getting stronger. And well, that was all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up, share the video and leave your opinion in the comments. I will be reading your opinions. Also join Discord, there we can talk about DanMachi and even other animes. The link is in the video description. Best regards and see you next time.